These are two children raised by ghosts. They live in a forest isolated from the outside world. They seem to have forgotten how to be human. That year, there was a 3-year-old Victoria and a 1-year-old Lily. They live in a happy family, but do not know from when the father began to grumpy, constantly quarreling with the mother, until one day, the father killed the mother. He then took two children to flee on a blizzard day. The road was slippery, the car lost control, plunged down the cliff. Fortunately, the three of them are okay. In this lonely, cold forest, they discovered a small house. The father brought two babies in there. The air inside is a bit creepy. In fact, after the father killed his wife, he didn't want to live either. But what should two children do? Thinking for a long time, the father decided, kill two babies, then he will kill himself. He took off his older daughter's glasses and kissed her lightly on the forehead. He's about to act and asked his daughter to look outside, then quietly raise the gun. Before he could fire, suddenly a ghost rushed in. The ghost clung to his neck, then dragged him into the dark. The daughter heard the sound, turned to look, but because Victoria was nearsighted, she could not see clearly what was going on. And the father just disappeared. It's getting dark, the weather is getting colder and colder. Victoria hugged her sister and sat warm by the wood. Suddenly there was a cherry rolling. Two children look at the cherry. This is the demon mama. Since then, two sisters have lived in this small house. Mama picked two cherries to eat, tell them fairy tales, also play hide and seek with them. In the forest there are wolves, but mama teaches the kids how to fight for survival. Two children just like that gradually growing up. The days passed. The father's brother Lucas, after learning his brother was missing, day and night looking for clues to find brother and two granddaughters. Even though he had spent all his money, he still did not give up. A few days later, someone finally found the log house. The house is alone in the middle of a forest full of horror. There are pictures on the wall, on the ground there are children's shoes. The corner of the wall has cherries piled up. This is really strange, but these traces of human life made them sure. The children are here, they looked around. Suddenly two horrible monsters rushed towards them. Those are the children, but they're not like humans anymore. They crawl, not walk and eat, drink, move like a beast. Even her eyes glowed like a wild animal. Lucas looked over at the two grandchildren over the video and was heartbroken. After all, what did they go through? Where did Lucas's brother go? Lucas opened the door, wanting to see his grandchildren closer. Two frightened children crawled under the bed. Lucas approached, reassuringly. Lucas took out the glasses Victoria had dropped in the log house from before. Victoria carefully took the glasses and put them on. At last Victoria saw the world clearly, as if she were recovering from consciousness. She touched Lucas's face with her hand. She doesn't seem to believe this is real. She hurriedly hugged Lucas, then said, "Dad, it's okay, don't be afraid." The next day, in court, the doctor taking care of the two children last time gave a creepy thought. The two children envision their guardian singing, telling stories and playing with them. They call her, Mama. What are the two children raised by ghosts? Because separated for many years from the human race, from the outside world. So the two children became beasts. It's dirty, itchy all over, eat raw meat, drink water, sleep on the floor. Especially often lose control, fear of humans. In order for the two children to return to human society soon, the doctor asked the court to give them a new home to live in. Lucas, girlfriend Anna and two children start a new life. But Lily has a hard time adapting. She is always scared and hides behind her sister. When she eats rice, she usually sits in a corner of the house and eats it. While sleeping, she had to crawl under the bed to go to sleep. Mama also followed the two children to this new house. That night, the house appeared strange. The electricity suddenly turned off. Suddenly a ghost appeared. Turns out to be Lily. Anna was terrified to death. So Anna complained to Lucas. Children will not be able to adapt to this normal life. But because he loves Lucas so much, so she also gradually accepts two weird children. But Mama does not want to let them go. One day, Lucas was pushed downstairs by Mama, hospitalized. Anna was not planning to be a mother, now it's troublesome. Her lover is lying in the hospital, Anna cannot leave two babies. So she started learning how to be a mother. A qualified mother. She is always patient and loves the two children. Early in the morning, Anna finds out that Lily is not in the room. She looked out the window, spotted Lily in her nightgown lying in the garden. It was so cold, Anna worriedly ran out. Then hug her into the room. The more Anna loves, the more Lily will rebel and stay away. Anna hugged Lily tightly, kiss her hand. Lily sensed the warmth for the first time.
Like that?
Lily was completely mesmerized. Things seemed to be getting more positive. But one day, Victoria suddenly cried loudly. Anna came to comfort, patted Victoria's head.
You can't do that. She gets jealous.
Mama is always watching two kids. She doesn't want to harm Anna. Anna turned to look, not understanding what, just felt a fog before my eyes. She could not see the truth. That night Anna had a nightmare. A mad woman broke into the monastery, kill the nuns, rob the children, then blindfold the children and jump off the cliff. When Anna regained consciousness, she saw Victoria standing by the bed. She was startled with fear.
What's wrong?
Right now, Mama is climbing onto Anna's bed. Anna awoke in fear. It turned out to be a dream. Anna was dumb, not out of fear, and looked at nothingness. The children are still playing. Anna heard someone singing to the children. Finally, she knew the children weren't lying, nor are they schizophrenic. They really have a mother. At this time, Lucas in the hospital also dreamed of his brother.
Save my girls.
Finally, Lucas woke up. This woman died a long time ago. Because the attachment is too deep with the child. So she turned into a devil, unable to escape. But what's wrong with her? She just wanted to be with you. So she killed the father. Also kill the doctor who is always looking for the truth of the matter. She also wanted to kill this woman named Anna, because Anna stole 2 of her children, but she hadn't even made it in time. Then she found out that 2 children were both running away. Why? Victoria has completely restored her humanity. Victoria knows that Mama is harming those close to her. So when Mama found out about them, Victoria took her sister away. She's crazy, run away. But it's late. Mama was very angry, chasing 2 babies. The 2 children ran and chanted. Lily got scared, rushed into the room and locked the door. Victoria is locked outside. Victoria peeked out into the hallway. But outside is quiet, nothing. Anna rushed over. She didn't even understand what was going on. Then suddenly there was a shout from Lily in the room. The 2 men rushed into the room. They found Lily sitting in the middle of the room with her head. She covered her ears and closed her eyes. Behind there was a rattling sound. Anna turned to look. Mama is crawling towards them. 3 people rushed away. Anna can't run, gets caught by Mama. She wanted to suck up Anna's aura. Victoria hurriedly stopped Mama.
Stop it! You promised!
Mama stopped her hand, no longer fierce. She crawled towards the 2 children, but did not harm them. She took off her glasses, helping her daughter see the world clearly. At this moment, the children's aunt visited them, but she was bitten to death by Mama. Seeing her aunt's creepy look, Victoria screamed. Victoria couldn't accept such a mother. Anna is in a coma, continuing to dream of Mama. This time, Anna finally understood the truth. When Mama picked me up and jumped off the cliff, the baby was caught on a branch. She and her child were separated. Resentment cannot escape. By the time Anna woke up, the children were gone. Anna opened the box that the other doctor left behind. Inside is the skeleton of a newborn. Time is urgent. Anna and Lucas rushed to the cabin to look for the children. They finally found 2 children sitting by the cliff. But Mama is also there. She extended her arms to welcome the 2 children. Lily sees that rushing towards Mama. At a moment of danger, Lucas rushed to stop Lily. Mama reached out and snatched the baby back. Anna is still hugging the remains of Mama's real baby. Mama sees that, regains the cloth. Finally, she recalled her past life story. She hugged the baby's remains and cried. She is in great pain.
Mama!
But Lily's Mama call woke up Ghost. She turned into a monster again, rushing towards them. She threw Anna and Lucas to the ground. Then take the 2 babies away. But Anna still hadn't given up, clutching Victoria's bodice. Anna decided not to let Mama take them away. Victoria loves Mama, but she also loves Anna and Uncle Lucas. Victoria realizes Mama is doing wrong. Now, she has made a decision to stay.
Bye, Mama. I love you.
Lily is not the same. Her sister was too young to understand.
Victoria, come.
Lily has been raised by Mama since she was very young, so she completely trusted Mama. Eventually Lily followed Mama. Lily is like an old baby, hugged by Mama, then jumped off the cliff, turns into butterflies. This butterfly is probably Lily wanting to say goodbye to her sister.